covered through X-ray will be on display. Of course, with John Maitland, according Lord Chancellor of Scotland, for 50 years. We've noticed this MA is the 14, therefore 777. Let's have a look at the image here. See sort of one of those type things they paint where you have two looking at you. Certainly this idea of the X-ray, fantastic. But why are they doing this, of course? Why is this just coming out now? Seems definitely to relate to that idea of caring, Darnley. And definitely a gooey sort of idea and gets people talking. Strange stuff indeed. Multitude of faces are sort of looking at in this around the place. Very strange little things in the background here too. And we had a thing out in the house out young family there with George. And interesting that his partner was always Vanda. He came from the Netherlands. George, of course, is from Scotland. And we had a Netherlands Scotland school in the week. A lot of the things running through with this too. We had the Huntley's biscuits. Scott, Nan Hardinger. Of course, like David, had the Hunter, name like the other for the funeral parlour, Fred Hunter.
No, bro, I'm not blaming you, bro. I just want you to see the same thing, bro. If my shit is affecting you so deep, you gotta see how your shit has changed my life.
Netherlands and Scotland.
How your shit has changed my life. How my shit is affecting you and your baby. My lifestyle has nothing to do with the baby, bro. That has everything to do with us having sex. Nothing to do with my lifestyle. Thank you very much.
Another Mary.
Thank you very much.
Probably be in the press next. Now we know the David Diana idea, and you know I'm not real keen on a lot of ident type idea.
Even if I had a job that I didn't have to worry about getting the
I think this one's rather interesting. Somebody sent me I think this one could be this is about. Because this one lives on past the execution, of course, of the man, possibly, because he went to the wedding of their son James to Anne, Denmark. And just so happened John Maitland went along for the wedding. Seeing that the Diana David idea. Interesting with the Kennedy. Because Kennedy, of course, has been in the news in the last 24 hours as well, with Trump going to release the Kennedy files. Yes, because one interesting thing is the certain nose there that we know so well, it's the same nose as Diana, in fact. What he also has is, of course, is David Cameron. David the Cameron means the hook nose. There it is there, and would you believe Maitland shares the same nose? And it's very interesting. And the horn, the hair, as we know, seems to be something as a trademark in this. I've seen Furnish sporting that one, and it is the same nose as you can see. Something very alike, of course, with the moustache and the beard. Was a false moustache again coming to mind. It's hard to really establish, and of course we're only dealing with paintings, but I think it is a rather interesting idea, considering we just had the story come into the press and they're actually putting something like this up. Certainly a little bit more research and thinking about this, but going to the wedding too I thought was a pretty telling thing. We're seeing here, it's like somebody holding a cross. interesting stuff they're putting up here, and of course, when you've got this sort of big domey sort of idea, rainbow, what have you, in the painting. Yeah, it looks like he could have been hamming it up, as it were, with the paintings hanging in Ham House. Said, son of Van, Vandar, Van son.
When a politician calls something fair, watch out. They say it's only a tax on the rich, but that's a bunch of crap. When that's not enough, they're coming after me next. Please vote no on the politician's tax hike amendment.
And a very merry breakfast to you. How about a British breakfast? With some good old Griffin Gryphon tea. Yes, Griffin, the definite pearl of the Orient. Now, in my video on Billy, Ma, Joe Walsh, I had a picture of this lady and Carter Anderson Cooper. Oh, he is Anderson Cooper. And Hugh Hefner, somebody pointed out, very close to Joe Walsh. All in the same dish. And here we have somebody that looks like the same dish in the M variety rather than the F variety dish. Definitely loves a nice hot cup of this one. Kathy, and of course this one now, when we think back, is the one that was holding the tea run up in the air, like the John the Baptist idea. And there's things about this one here. She goes to the beach a lot and seems to get around in a bikini on stage a lot. And I'll tell you what, I think there should be law against certain things. That's definite. And some of the laws we have, but this one needs a law. And for some people with no eyes, they'd be quite happy here, but it's definitely loving a cover. One. Very much the same look as our friend Cher. I see her. Certainly likes to get around half naked all the time and punish us all. Y'all. He goes for y'all. Y'all. With the purple and little tassels, ready to do a belly dance. No belly. Yes, it's definitely a Griffin. I'll look out the hotlines ringing. Now here's Cathy in the polka dots with her toy boy. Boy, just a toy boy. I think there's something in that toy boy idea with these people. Tea boy, you might say, very interesting. Runs off to get the pot of tea. It's the walking, the wiggle in the walk, as they say, and the giggle in the talk. You certainly got the giggle in the talk. And this one here's got the wiggle in the walk, so when they walk downstairs, rock, rock, rock. Definitely. Drawn out fair here, isn't it? There's something who really should keep the candy shots for themselves. Box and lightning, very, very frightening. Talk about Sonny and Cher. Talk about Sonny and Cher. There you go, straight up. And heavily related to the Sphinx idea,
actually, I got an interview with Pearlman. So he didn't text him back. I
Seen
didn't text
them
him.
in Wales, of course.
Okay.
And plenty of movies and everything in recent years with these characters, the Griffons. Peter Griffin, of course, that silly show on TV, Family Guy, whatever it is. The Griffin Press, responsible for many, many books, that's for certain. And 7-7, of course, GP. No surprise there, you can hear Rory Griffin, company names. Australia and Griffin. Suburb of Brisbane is Griffin. The Royal Griffin. Royal Griffin, alright. And this is what it is.
I'm growing in my direction the way I'm gonna grow. I'm not gonna grow in no corporate, in no corporate direction, working underneath the motherfucker. Who I can't even talk to. Who I whose face I don't even know.
The Griffins meet the Griffins. And sort of like that sort of thing going on here. So we've got the chin. Double chin idea, don't they now? Bally chin. It's got some butterworth. What is butterworth? This is interesting here. This one here is Griffin nuclear physics group.
On my life, I don't point the finger at your life, bro. I don't point the finger at your life, bro. I made suggestions and you took them whether or not you did on your time.
Talk about Griffin's self-defense here. I tell you what, that's what we need, self-defense from the Griffins. And Griffin's, of course, very androgynous idea too. You've never seen parts to a Griffin before that I've seen. Pretty much. This seems to be sort of a real androgynous creature.
I choose another choice.
Yeah, it's a very interesting surname indeed.
We got to it. Yes.
Very
You got the whole attitude.
flag there for old Simri of Wales.
I wanted to wait on the deal. No, bro.
Thanks for reaching out. Great to be here with you. Totally. So much respect for you coming forward with your information, your testimony, just getting thanks for reaching out. Great to be here with you. Totally. So much respect for you coming forward with
What choices was I making, bro?
Thank you so much for coming on with me today, my man. Thanks for reaching out. Great to be here with you. Totally. So much respect for you coming forward with your information, your testimony, just getting higher consciousness to the world over the past few days. It's I keep saying it. I've had an outpouring of support, and I say like it's an honor and a privilege to. It's an honor and a privilege. Yeah, man, honor for you to be on here with me, speaking to the world over the past few days. It's I keep saying it. I've had an outpouring of support, and I say like it's an honor and a privilege to. It's an honor and a privilege. The world over the past few days. You won't get no dessert till you clean up your plate, so eat it. Don't you tell me you're full, just eat it. So I kind of knew the game and knew I had to protect myself. And where to turn was a big issue because I've studied a lot of like hidden things that have been hidden knowledge. I've studied this since 9/11. So I kind of knew the game and knew I had to protect myself.
Now, if I had the extra bread, I would have been
Very crappy indeed. I see that David Wilcox is turning up on a similar page here.
Ain't no I guess, nigga, correct or not.
Oh, and indeed, see that he's into triangular spacecraft here. This is destroying the illusion, creating the illusion with Al. But the bottom line is the data dump. It's how much your date dump.
Without getting into all the names, what's the data dump? If you had 5 minutes on national TV, which this is, millions are tuning
That's not right, bro.
in right now. Millions will watch later. What is the data dump of your... But bottom line, without getting into all the names, what's the data dump? If you had 5 minutes on national TV, which this is, millions are tuned in right now. Millions will watch later. What is the data dump of your experience, what you saw, what they shared?
It's got very fun though, to see, isn't it? Straight out of Utah.
You were going to break. People just joined us. So go back to that. You were talking about pizza gangs and this girl you know, this other Hollywood actress. And then all of a sudden she goes,
Was covered in stuffed animals. Was covered in stuffed animals. Was covered in stuffed animals. Was covered in stuffed animals.
Mark. It was covered in stuffed animals. Oh, the
is that their biggest thing is throwing it in people's face, making it public. They believe that gives them like this lesser magic power, like they're stealing energy from the show. So go back to that. You were talking about pizza gangs and this girl you know, this other Hollywood actress. Millions are tuned in right now. Millions will watch later. What is the data dump of your experience, what you saw, what they shared? You were going to break. People just joined us. So go back to that. You were talking about pizza gang.
Well, there's some murky stuff going on here, as we know, in the show. This one looks like the other one, except he's a red. And these people have got the secret door. There goes the secret door here. All smiles.
Apparently, there is a hidden room, and that's where Seth and Claire like to go to, do their adult business. Okay, so Seth Green, again, is, the voice of Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken is a program on adult...
Unicorn business I'm seeing everywhere. People talking about unicorns. I don't know whether you've noticed that one as well. Very strange days indeed. Somebody asked me about this Isaac Cappy. He said, what do you think of Isaac Cappy? I've told this guy many times, these people just turn up everywhere. And it's just a battering ram consistently pounding our brain. Stephen Molyneux and Isaac Cappy. I wonder if Stephen has interviewed Isaac yet. Oh, and here we are with Lift the Veil. Nice checkerboard.
Got a preview of our guest today. This is
the one that's in the cats too. He's got this cat temple. Oh, and he's our guest today.
And that's why I'm here. I'm tired of this. It's got to go. Ring, I give Seth and Claire and told them some details.
Do you have evidence of that? Because people would love to see it. Do you have evidence of submitting that report?
I don't know. I'd have to look for it.
Yeah. So, survivor stories. I picked it up. I did something similar before. What is... So, we're going to talk out with Seth and Claire, actually, so I was... Oh, weird. There's a bedroom in a bed.
Kind of like, see a secret of the show. So I drove back with him, he dropped me off my car.
Oh, weird. There's a bedroom in a bed.
Kind of like, see a secret of the show. So I drove back with him, he dropped me off my car. We actually sang a funny song called Beautiful Moonlight Drive, which actually I was reviewing our text tonight, remember the other day. So I drove back with him, he dropped me off my car. We actually sang a funny song called Beautiful Moonlight Drive, which actually
Beautiful Moonlight quite dry. How interesting. Anyway, I've been putting this guy into his bookshelf, and he looks like him, just in the different shade of hair. It's all very strange indeed, isn't it?
Not something I wanted to say, but I'm fucking tired of people lying. I've watched these people just lie, and they will never fucking tell the truth. Chicken, absolute lie. It doesn't matter if it's boiled or fried. Just eat it. Just eat it. Like, I'm sorry, like, it just sucks. I know a lot of people didn't know. And, like, I just held this shit inside of me. And just eat it. Your table manners are a crying shame. You're playing with your food, this ain't some kind of game.
Well, I've often said that there's something really, truly fantastic about Antarctica. If you want a proof of how fantastic it truly is, you've just got to go to British movie tone. I mean, they set the tone after the war for all the new science. British movie tone was there across the planet. I mean, in Pakistan and India, they had it in their own language. In South Africa, Canada, and of course it made it into the USA as well. I mean, this is the precursor to the BBC, to the big, as you know. Now we can finish that, but the whole nature of Antarctica, and nothing more fantastic here than the Russians in Antarctica, and filmed by, yeah, you guessed it, British movie tone. And let's just have a look at this. This is just truly amazing. Here is the plane. And they jumped over here to the right, boom, boing, to get that shot there. Now that, I mean, Fred Flintstone would be proud there. That is truly amazing. Look at that. Here we go, here it comes again. Coming there. Cut to here, look at this bit here. Look at it, it's going across there. A bit like a duck at a shooting range. I talk about ducks, I see in Antarctica, of course. Look, I love that flag. And the moving shadow here, look. Oh, beautiful. Aeroflot. Yes, it was Dickie Bird. It so happens to be the famous cricket umpire for England too, Mr. Dickie Bird. Yes, and out of the black hole they come. Here's the first landing of Russians in Antarctica, filmed by British movie tone. So we can file out here of the plane. Look, down the ladder we go. Surfboard and trade. Mr. Wiggins, this is movie time.
Return. Jeffrey Sumner reporting.
Off to Antarctica.
The newly built Danish polar ship Magadan, or Danish Margaret, is seen before leaving London for the Antarctic. The Commonwealth Trans-Antarctic Expedition will attempt a 2,000-mile trek across the South Pole.
Yes, well, miscellaneous here. We'll see the Trans-Antarctica, very operative word here, and 61.7. Very nice indeed. Of course, our W makes a couple of sevens there nicely as well, I might add. Trans-Antarctica, and of course that fits nicely with old Dickie Bird. And here they mention a guy that no doubt is heavily involved in the trans of Antarctica, Dr. Vivian Fuchs.
Under the command of Dr. Vivian Fuchs. He is taking with him the silver chronometer used by Scott on his last expedition.
Beam me up, Scotty. There you go. Is this the Queen?
From aboard to wish the explorers bon voyage.
Bon voyage. Oh, well, right to the top we go. So we're going to have a look at Vivian Fuchs. Oh, very, very nice here by Vivian. You've got to admit, aren't these lovely? One up, one down. And Mr. Fuchs, we could say it another way, couldn't we? The Commonwealth Trans. Well done, Vivian. Quite a fan of Scott. Edmund Hillary, another contemporary. And Ralph of Fien. Sir Ranulph Fien and Vivian Fox. A trans globe expedition. It's trans all round. Yes, good girth at the base here on both these guys. Good for walking long distances in the snow, no doubt. Yes, the crossing of Antarctica. Similar idea to transing, isn't it? Crossing. And look at this one here, the pyramid idea here, sticking out here. I don't know what that is. There's Viv. Oh yes. Right in the sort of Winston Churchill, Bullingdon Club type model, isn't it? English gentry. Always transing somewhere. And there's him and Edna. Sort of conspiracy theory here on Vivian Fuchs is related to Hardy Kruger, mother and daughter. One would wonder. And here we have the moustache and beard. Props, movie and TV real props, replicas, props indeed. Oh, we've certainly got the look here, haven't we? And what to do with fashioning here. So the other guy, oh, this is Speaky, I see. This was turning up before and they were saying it was Fuchs. This is John Hanning Speaky, certainly sloping down there. There's Fuchs smoking the MacArthur style pipe. Oh, great interview here with Fuchsy. And just as he's asking the difficult questions, we can see that we're getting the look here. Just like McCartney. But look at this here. That shape there. Look at that.
And the second was not to get the house that roof also.
Well, they lost a lot, but they got enough up to survive. That's a good thing. And they got all the parts for building. But the building of the house, they couldn't possibly do in a time of oil. And so they had to live in the tent while they were building.
First pictures of the so-called Battle of Antarctica show Chilean warships on their way south. Both Chile and the Argentine have been involved in these naval engagements, and one way and another, quite a fleet has been assembling under the command of various admirals.
Well, this is truly amazing, isn't it? And fantastic, this boat over here with this little idea here. There's massive icebergs too, the worn icebergs might crack the boat.
The President of Chile, Senor González Videla, has personally visited Greenwich Island in the British-owned South Shetlands. It was pretty cold down there, but he stayed long enough to unveil a statue of Chile's first president with the Irish name General O'Higgins. Now, Graham Land has been christened O'Higgins Land by President Videla. But of course, these very interesting ceremonies don't necessarily make the place O'Higgins Land. Nor
O'Higgins Land, yes, the old O'Higgins. He's a famous revolutionary in South America, no surprise there. To have the name O'Higgins, is it now? Well, they say they have 6 bases down there at this time, and 2,000 kilometres apart is mentioned. 2 by 6. You know that one.
into geology, biology, and the weather.
Where is Batman? Look at this here. That's a real Batman scale, isn't it? Wonder somebody doesn't push a bit of snow out, stick their head out here.
This is
study human physiology under conditions of extreme cold. The survey teams, in fact, are their own guinea pigs. As well as mapping the area, the work includes study human
So cold
physiology.
down here, this guy's hardly rugged up enough for super cold, is he now?
They also study human physiology under conditions of extreme cold. The survey teams, in fact, are their own guinea pigs. Is preserved for peaceful purposes. You've just got to go there to realize that nothing but a spirit of cooperation can win through, even to survive, let alone conduct an intensive program of research. So the British Antarctic Survey team, after they'd completed their 2 years spell of duty.
Oh, look at these little hut things. Look at this. It's Ice World. Look at that. It's a super city they've been hiding down there. Have a look at that. British movie zone never fails. And of course the Duke of Edinburgh had to get into the action on the Royal Britannica. Down south, here he is.
Of what this icebound region inhabited by seals and penguins was like. Whaling is the chief industry in these parts, and this is how he was transferred to their jobs. He also landed at the whaling station himself. He called at the island of South Georgia.
Oh, the South Georgia Island.
He called at the island of South Georgia, where, accompanied by Lieutenant Commander Parker, he visited the grave of that great explorer, Sir Ernest Shackleton. The Antarctic, however cold and remote, undoubtedly has its fascination, not least of which is they don't seem to be upset by visitors, not even by a royal visitor, who got plenty of close-ups of them during his southern tour.
Yeah, so whether it's Vivian Fox or Richard E. Byrne, Dickie Byrne, it's all much the same sort of penguin shape. It's very common. We can see here, making a bit of a monkey out of this all there, birdie. And they laughed in that interview. They said a woman has never set foot in Antarctica. But of course there's that story of the lady with the snowmobile in Antarctica. Anyway, of course she no doubt was trans in Antarctica. And really that's why they laugh, of course, because Richard did plenty of transing down in Antarctica, as we can see here quite clearly. And that's where these things are good, aren't they? They sort of build up the shoulders a bit of a pad underneath, and it all looks dainty. Very dainty hands. Yes, definitely the penguin shape. So that reminds